Hi everyone. Hi. Hope you're well. Hope you're doing really, really well today. Welcome back to Monday's career topic. And today on Monday Career Chats, I want to talk about happiness at work and happiness in work, finding that happiness in work. So I know that I've spoken about this before, but actually what we've spoken about is about, work and how to find happiness and do you need to do a career change? And we've spoken about that quite a lot. But one of the things I really want to talk about is actually, as episode 26 here, finding happiness in work. And this is whatever your job is, whatever your work is. Right now, we are going through a really difficult time. And it's asking yourself, how do you find happiness within work, and within the job that you've got right now? And everybody's situation is different. And finding happiness in work means loads of different things to different people. So please do tell me, what does happiness in work mean to you? Because it is different for everybody. And there is no right or wrong on this one. But one of the things I really want you to think about is it the work or is it life? Is it everything that's going on around you that's actually causing the issue? Or is it actually you? Is it you or is it the outside world? And that's one of the really big things, is because we can't control what happens around us, but we can control how we react to it. And it's what I've spoken about so much. It's about controlling how we react to things. So I really want to know, how do you feel? And is it life? Is everything hard at the moment? Or is it just work that's hard at the moment? Because usually when everything is hard at the moment, it just means that we're taking it out on work. How many times have we sat at work and gone, I really wish I wasn't here because I need to do this and I need to do that outside in my personal life. And that's what you really need to figure out. Is it the job? Is it that whenever you go into the job and you leave the job, you feel low? Or is it just that everything is getting on top of you right now? So you need to have a think about what it is exactly that you're looking for that happiness, because once you find that, everything else changes. So what can you do to change the situation? Because as I say, if you are feeling unhappy, and it doesn't matter if it's unhappy in work, unhappy in life, unhappy full stop, these are a few little mindset shifts to get you through this. And honestly, the mind is a powerful thing. If you really think about most of the time while we've been unhappy or while we've felt low mood or why we've just been stressed out, it's usually a bit our mood. It's what's going on in our minds. So have a real think about what this is doing to you and how much your mind controls what's going on. Is it that you're spending too much time on social media and you feel that the world is falling apart? Because I know if I'm reading too much of the Daily Mail, that's what I think. So you've got to really think what outside influences how you feel in here. So have a think. And as I say, what can you do to change that situation? Well, number one, don't dwell on your mistakes. Don't dwell on your mistakes in life, but don't dwell on your mistakes in work. It's really, really, really important to look at it from that point of view. We all make mistakes. Every single person on this planet makes mistakes. We have to make mistakes. If we didn't make mistakes, we wouldn't know, how to do things right. So, it is trial and error. Life is trial and error. If you don't put yourself out there, yes, fine, you won't make mistakes. You won't fail in any way, but then you don't really live. So, you've got to take the good with the bad. So don't dwell on your mistakes. It's a big one. And when I said earlier is that you can't control what's going on around you, but you can control how you react to it. So one of the things, a really good technique is always remember, think first, react second. So you get an email that you go, oh my gosh. Hey, think about it. You go, right, hold on. Before I respond back to that email, let me just think about it. And if you just think about it, don't get me wrong, I've done it. I write an email where I'm in anger. I never send it, but I write an email in anger, and just that, almost just writing it and getting it out on paper makes me feel better. And then I delete it, and then I write the email that I should be sending. It's all about thinking about things, thinking it through. Think about what the other person has gone through in order to send that email to you. It's about thinking first, reacting second. And that is a lot of time. Don't feel like you have to react immediately. It's not about getting an email out there as quick as possible. It's not about sprinting to somebody's office to have a chat with someone. It's about just taking a moment, maybe go for a walk around the block, maybe go and sit out in the garden for a minute, and then react to the situation, but react to the situation in a calm manner. And it's also let go on what you can't control. As I said earlier, we can't control what happens to us, but we can control how we react to it. So let go what you can't control. It doesn't matter. Don't sweat the small stuff. Because life is too short for all of that. So instead, it's like, let go what you can't control and find opportunity in the hard times. In those mistakes, find the opportunity in it. I've spoken about this before, but the person that set up Netflix, his book is written, the title of his book is It'll Never Work. And that's because the amount of people that told him it would never work before it did. So one of the things that you've really got to think about is, find the opportunity in the hard things. When something goes wrong, okay, but what's my learning from it? So you can take that time, just take that time to think about it. What's my learning? And then the other thing is the key to success is pushing forward. So, everybody will see a failure at some point. But the key to success is whenever something fails, you just keep moving forward. You just keep moving forward. You don't dwell on the mistakes. You keep moving forward. That's the most important thing. You go, okay, what can I learn from this situation? And you keep going. That deep down, that will be what will find happiness. Because if you see these things and you think, well, everybody makes mistakes, but I'm going to keep going until I succeed, then that's almost the drive that you need, the motivation that you need to keep moving forward, to get that happiness, to get that drive back. And the next thing that I've got as well is to take initiative and responsibility for your work. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Don't dwell on your mistakes, but take initiative. Find that opportunity in the hard times. Take initiative. At work, one of the things that I used to say when I used to work my 9 to 5 before I left at the end of every day was, can I help people? Can I help anyone with anything? If I saw people still sitting in the office, can I help anyone with anything? It's offer to do more, offer to be there for other people. Because actually a big part of our happiness as human beings, and I'm talking for like 90% of the human race here, there's probably a sweet 10% that don't care about other people, but there is 90% of us feel better for helping others. It makes us happy when we see the joy that we can bring other people. So, offer to do more. I'm not saying get employed to take advantage of you and you end up working till late, but is there anything I can help with before I leave at the end of the day? Just drop a quick email to somebody. Can I help you with anything? Are you still in the office? You see the green light. Is there anything that I can help you with? Just offering to do more, build stronger relationships, builds a stronger team dynamic. It's just taking your initiative. Make a career plan. Make a career plan. Where do you want to be in 5 years' time? Where do you want to be in a year's time? And I don't want to hear about COVID and, oh, well, no one knows what's going to happen in a year or 2 years' time. It doesn't matter. What is your career plan? What do you see for your career? What's your career development? Where do you see yourself in 2 years' time? Could be laying on a beach for all I know. But what is your career plan? Do you have one? And if not, let's get you to one. It's really, really important. And I'll come back to why the career plan is so important a little bit later on. But the other thing is work as a team. As I said before, offer to do more, work as a team. Work as a team with people. Can I help? Can I be part of this? Why don't we work on this together? Have we tried this? Have we tried this? Has anyone got any ideas? Be a team player. Because when you're working and you're all working towards one project, it is so much easier when you're part of the team than when you're on your own. Build those connections with people. Come on, this is what COVID has taught us. How important is it to have those connections with other people? As I say earlier before, offer to do more than expected. Do more. Why not? Start to enjoy our work again. When you get given a project at work and there's a lot of times that you're just like, oh, here we go, another project. But actually, When you're really enjoying it and you're moving forward and you see the sense of achievement of achieving a brilliant project, hitting a deadline, getting a project across the line, that is great. That feels so good. The motivation that you get from that. So this is what's so important. Get that motivation up. Do more than what's expected of you. Enjoy work. Take the time to enjoy what you're doing. You can be a cleaner, but enjoy being a cleaner. You could be working in an office. You could be data inputting, but enjoy the data inputting. Find the joy. Find the joy in what you're doing. And the other thing is build confidence in yourself. Celebrate the really small wins. Build the confidence. Anything that you achieve, boom, chuck that on the CV. Awesome. Put that on my LinkedIn profile. Be proud of what you're doing. Be proud of the job that you have. Be proud to have a job. Be proud to go into somewhere and do a 9 to 5 or a 8 till 6 or a weekend work or bar work. Enjoy it, because we only have one life. And as I go back to, it's not about what happens around us, it's about how we react to it. So enjoy it, build your confidence, get proud of what you've achieved. Where you were on day one to where you are now, it's completely different. You've got so much more experience, your confidence has grown. Enjoy it. Celebrate the small goals. And as I say here, celebrate the wins. It's a big tip, celebrate the wins. And these are anything you want, not just the stuff that are the big achievements on the CV. These are, the big wins. This is like looking at the small wins even. This is like, you got into work on time. Fantastic. There was no traffic on the roads. Awesome. You managed to make a coffee and drink it while it was still hot. Hallelujah. These are the big things. But if you celebrate all the small little wins, you have that little mini bit of gratitude where you're like, I'm so thankful that this has happened for me today. I'm so grateful that I've been able to drink a hot coffee. If you celebrate those little wins, the big wins are going to feel massive, and you're going to keep that motivation going. You're going to keep being happy, because that's what it's all about. Happiness comes from within. If you are happy within, you are happy at work. If you're not happy at work, then again, it's looking at that situation, because there are so many things to be happy about. So, as I say, celebrate the wins. And one of the things that we do in the Facebook community, starting from last Friday, was Friday wins. So every Friday, get into the Facebook group, and that's Winning in Work. Get into the Facebook group and just give the wins. Just tell me what your wins are. What are you so grateful for this week? What's so awesome about the weekend coming up? What have you got planned for the following week? Let's celebrate the wins, because we come from a society where we've got to be humble, or we've got to play down, and everyone's like, oh, don't sound too happy. Well, that's ridiculous. We should be, especially when the world's the way it is right now. We should be happy. So that's it. Celebrate the wins, all wins. Work anniversaries, I want to hear them. Celebrate. Come on. The most important one is remember your why. Remember your why. Why are you here? What's your purpose? What's your belief? When I say about going back to the career plan, this is what it's all about. What's your why? Remember it. We all decided to apply for a job for a particular reason, or start our own business for a particular reason. Why? Why did you do it? I know that I set up Winning in Work under the sole pretense that I couldn't stand being in the workplace and having people unhappy. I just didn't understand. I didn't understand why we spend 60% of our life at work and we're not happy. What is that about? And that was where my why comes from. That's where every single day or every single week when I do these talks, I'm like, this is my why. This is why I'm here. So remember your why. What's your why? Why are you here? Why are you in the job that you're in? Why are you doing what you're doing? What's the bigger picture here? And one of the things, there's loads of the people that talk about why, but if any of you have seen the TED Talk with Simon Sinek, he also has books, he has courses, he has the whole shebang. Seriously, look it up. But he talks about your beliefs, your purpose, the reason you do what you do, because that's what propels you forward. That's what gives you the motivation. That's what gives you that happiness. That happiness that I'm talking about, that's where it comes from. And you've got to ask yourself, the why game. When you were a kid, and you used to be like, why is the sky blue? Why is water wet? why, you know, all of those. And you used to get, like, you used to ask why. Well, there has to be an answer. There's been an answer for everything. So what's your why? Why do you do what you do? And if you can't answer that, then ask yourself, what's the bigger picture here? What are you working towards? Because once you know what you're working towards, you find purpose. And once you've got purpose, the happiness flows because you always have a destination. And I've said this so many times, and I'm going to say it until I'm blue in the face, is that if you get into a car, even if you've got Google Maps, if you get into a car and you don't know where your destination is, you don't go anywhere. You've got nowhere to go because you don't know where your destination is. So you've got to set your sights on the destination so when you get in that car, you can plug it into Google Maps if you need a route, or you can drive from memory if you know where you want to go. But you have to know your destination. So one of the things that I'm going to do from the 29th of September is a 3-day career challenge, and it's going to happen in the Winning in Work Facebook group. But register your interest at bit.ly WIW, which is Winning in Work, Career Challenge. And if you can just register your details on there, I will send you an email, I'll bring you into the Facebook group, and we can do 3 days of working on career plan and finding true happiness in work. It's finding happiness in work. It's moving forward. It's the ultimate personal development for careers, your career development, but for personal life. You know, the whole point is that your career and your personal life interlink, whether you like it or not, because it takes up such a big chunk of your day. And so it's finding, even though it may be a career challenge, it's finding how it interlinks with your life and makes you happier, so that you've got a clear plan of where you're going. I've been talking to people about having a career plan for years, and the whole point is that most people don't have it because they don't take the time to sit down and really think it through. And that's what this career challenge is all about, is taking the time to find that plan, think it through, and work towards what you actually want to achieve. So to say, bit.ly WIW Career Challenge. Register, just type it into the email, internet, web box, and it'll take you straight through. Okay? And just so that we can also add on there, if you ever want to get in touch, you can DM me, you can drop a comment underneath on this video, and if there's anything that you need, never feel that you're alone, because on the career journey, you've always got people to help you out. You just need to shout. You just need to ask. So I hope that's helped. I hope it's given you an idea on happiness. As I say, like, happiness does come from within. No one can do it for you. Only you can do it for yourself. But the first thing that you've got to do is change your mindset. It's changing the mindset. As I say, don't dwell on your mistakes. Take initiative and responsibility for your work. Celebrate the wins. Remember your why. 4 little tips, but will completely revolutionize what you do at work. So I hope that's helped you today. And as I say, any comments or anything, pop them underneath in the video and I'll respond to them all. But just remember, you're not alone. Happiness starts from within, and you can be happy at work. There are thousands, if not millions of people that are. But you've got to make the decision for yourself to enjoy what you do every day. So I'm Nikki Thomas. This is Winning in Work, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care.